Today on the Justice Court, the plaintiff, Kafaya Ashabi, is suing her boyfriend for harassment. She's also asking the court to restrain him from coming close to her.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Please be seated. Your Honor, this case is between Kafaya Ashabi and Monday Dada. Parties want to vote.
Thank you, Akin.
You're welcome.
Kafaya Ashabi, you are the one that brought Monday Dada to court.
Yes.
Now tell us what's going on.
The issue is that we have been dating for over 3 years now. So I told her that I need money for machine, that I want to buy machine to sew something because I'm a fashion designer. I've already learned finish, so I told her that I need money. So he was telling me that he wants to use the money for something, but I'm begging that.
Which money? His own money?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was telling him that I should that he should please that I want to use the money, that if I'm working some the fashion something, that I'll give her the money. Like told me that if I'm working, I'll be paying the money back to him. So the thing that is happening now is that the machine now is not with me again. Because that last year, that all these 4 million boys that thief some people something. Even they come to our area safe, they carry that machine. It's not only me, it's not only our house they enter safe. They enter many people's house. So he was telling me that he wants to collect the machine back. What caused the issue is that whenever I go to our house, he was telling me that the machine, he wants to collect it. Then if I enter the room like this, I'll be smelling for drink, something like that. I don't like this drinking, no. This drinking issue. Then he'll be telling me that I should stop that. I should stop. Next thing, slap. Next thing, beating. I said, I don't like this kind of thing again. Then he was telling me that I should not tell him that. Not tell him that. I was, please, this kind of thing you are doing, I do not like it. Then the next thing, beating again. I said I'm tired of all this kind of relationship. That I don't want to do this kind of relationship again. The next thing, the machine, he said he wants to collect the machine. He wants to collect it. I said, I don't have the machine in my hand. That the money you are requesting for now, I don't have the money for the machine. Anywhere I'm going now, you'll be harassing me, disturbing me everywhere, insulting me, many other people. I'll be ashamed, say, which kind of thing is this?
When was the machine taken away?
Last year.
When last year?
Last year. It's that time that all this coronavirus, all this formula like this.
When there was lockdown?
Yeah, that's the time.
When did you tell him you don't want to date him any longer?
It's December.
Okay, after the machine was taken away?
Yes.
Between that period and December, did he demand for the machine?
He demanded for the machine because I'm not interested in that relationship any longer.
It was when you
because
told
of that
him...
insult and because of the drinking something, I said I don't want.
Was it after you told him you don't want to date him again that he demanded for the machine?
Yes.
Okay. Can I hear your own side of the story?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Monday Dada. So, I was not in Lagos before. I fixed a car air condition in Abuja. So, they demolished where I work. So I now call her and see what is going on with me now. So she said I should come to Lagos.
Can you speak out a bit?
Okay. She said I should come to Lagos. I said, me coming to Lagos now, I don't have anywhere to stay. Then she said, no problem, that she will fix me somewhere, at least from there we'll start, look for something to start.
Fix you somewhere, like what does that mean?
Fix me, like maybe one of the cousin house, something like that.
Okay, somewhere to stay when you come to Lagos?
Yes.
That should get somewhere for you to stay if
Yes.
you relocate to Lagos?
Yes.
Okay.
So we have been dragging that So I now said, okay, no problem, that I will come. So when I come to Lagos, he now take me to one guy place. He said that guy is his cousin, something like that, that I should be staying there. I said, okay. So those things start, it's not up to 2 weeks. Then I now discovered that she have someone else. And the guy I'm staying with Seth, I'm not too sure if that guy is a cousin, something like that. So I called her that this place you fix me, this guy you fix me to now, I'm not too okay with this place I am. So that is why I told you the other time before I send you that money, this money is meant for something. Although I never knew that they will demolish where I'm working then. So I said, this money now, assuming that money is with me now, maybe I will start from somewhere. No need for me to come to Lagos. He said, everything will be fine, this and this. I said, okay. So after 2 weeks, me coming to Lagos, if I call her, she said she is coming, I will not see her. So sometimes I will even need some things like food because there is no money on my hand. Because she normally do that. She will bring food for me sometimes. I will not see her. I said, what is going on? She said...
you mean she used to bring food to you?
Yes.
At the place we were staying in
Yes,
Lagos?
the place he asked me to stay.
All right.
So I said, what is going on? He said, in short, that the other day she came to the house. I drunk. So I didn't even know that I come to the house, that she come to the house, this and this. I said, this type of time now is no time you have to be acting like this. If I did anything that is not okay, this is the time for you to correct me. At least we have been in this relationship for about 3 years now. So you don't have to be doing me all those things you are doing. So she said, in short, that there is something she wants to tell me, that she's tired, that she's no longer interested.
She mentioned something that you beat her.
I didn't touch her for one day. I didn't touch her. The only thing I'll do is I shot for her. I didn't touch her. I have not laid my finger on her.
You beat me the other
I've not.
Speak out.
You beat me the other day.
No. I didn't touch you.
You slapped me and you beat me.
I said no. No.
Okay, now, I claim that you take a lot of alcohol. Is it out of frustration? Is that why you are taking alcohol right now?
Yes, but the alcohol that I'm taking is not as if I am taking it and I didn't know what I'm doing. Because there is a story, there is something I tell her concerning me. I told her that I'm the only son of my dad, and I don't have any helper. So anything I'm doing, I'm struggling to make sure I become something.
The main thing I'm trying to get to the root of right now is the issue of the beating, the slap. That's the first stage. Because I don't see why she would just wake up and say, oh, you beat me. More so, she's already walking out of the relationship. So why would she lie? She has made up her mind, she's no longer dating you. So I don't see why she would now come up with the story that you used to slap me, you used to beat me. More so, she's claiming that's the reason why she put an end to that relationship. That's her claim. You heard her.
No, ma. What really happened is she's with someone else now. So I think that person is the one that is telling her what to do. I've never in my life laid my finger on this lady here. Never in my life. Never, because
you are lying. Stop.
I'm not. Don't tell me that I'm lying.
You are lying. You pushed me that day. I fall down.
You don't want to talk anything about that money. That is why you just.
No, we still come to the money
decide
issue.
to bring
The money
me here.
issue is still there.
What did I do to you? Nothing. I didn't do anything to you. I have not touched you once. I've not laid my finger on you once. But I know it's that guy that is telling you what to do.
Nobody is telling
And
me.
it's the one
I
that
know
tell you
right
to
from
bring me
myself.
here. This place. Because you knew that I don't have anybody. But I have God.
You used to beat me.
I don't know what you are talking about.
Do you tail her all over the place and harass her?
No.
Let me tell you why I'm saying all this. She made a mistake. If actually you laid hand on her, what she ought to have done that day is to go to the police station. Get you arrested, first of all. And by now, there will be a police report for you. There will be a record at the police station. Anytime there is domestic violence, whether as just a couple dating each other, or as a married couple, or you cohabiting together, the first thing you do is to go and report. Domestic violence is a criminal offense in Nigeria. Many people don't know, and they take it for granted. So on the issue of the machine, what's the position about it, Monday? What's your own position over that?
I've asked her that I need the machine, the money back. So she said they stole it. So I don't know what she's talking about, because before I gave her that money, I told her that money is meant for something, that I should return my money back. I'm not talking about some other financial things that I've done for her.
You can't
Because
take any other. Okay.
I've left the place she asked me to stay. As I am now, I don't even have where I'm staying.
You've left the place. When did you leave the place?
Yes, I've left.
When?
I think about 3 weeks ago now.
Oh, this is very recent.
Yes. So I'm not living with that guy anymore because I'm not okay with the person she faced me with. So I didn't know the person before. So she's claiming that person is her cousin, brother, or something. So I don't know. I don't know if it's plan work. Maybe she planned it with that one. For them to just rule my life, I don't know. So I've left that place. Anywhere I see her, that is where I sleep.
You mentioned the word now, ruin your life. How has she planned, or what makes you come to that conclusion? I'd love to hear about that.
There was one morning like that. I think that it was Thursday. One morning like that. So she called the guy. So the guy thought maybe I've gone out. So she asked the guy about me. So the guy said that I should not worry, that I'm fine. So she now asked the guy, like, how about what she told him? So I don't know. The guy said that I should not worry, that she will know how to handle that. So Anna came in. So when the guy saw me, when I came in, she just changed what they was discussing. Now said, hello sir, and wish I know that she's the one. So since that time, then I started suspecting her that this place I'm staying safe, I'm not even safe. So I have to leave that place.
So was the phone on, it was on a speaker?
Yes. So the guy thought maybe I've left the house. So I even told herself that, what is that call all about? He said she is not the one. Then later, I cross-check that guy's phone. Then I see that she's the one. She's the one that called the guy. So I don't know what is the plan about. So that is why I left the place. Okay, since that is what she wants, that she don't want me anymore. Okay, this place I am safe. She's the one that put me there, so I have to leave that place.
Kafaya collected a loan from her boyfriend to purchase a sewing machine when the going was good. Now, she has ended the love affair and claims the machine purchased with the loan was stolen. Monday claims that Kafaya brought him to court under frivolous charges because he asked for the loan refund. He is asking the court to compel the plaintiff to pay his money. Judge Fumi wades into this matter.
On the issue of the machine, at the time you advanced the money to her, what was your plan?
My plan was, she was complaining about our machine. That normally, if she has some clothes to sew, that she will normally go to other fashion designers. She will pay money. Then at the end of the day,
A profit margin
will not come out. So I said, okay, that you should just hold on. But I don't have that money now. So she started begging me. I said, the money that is with me now, I want to use it for something. I know this one you are saying is important, but me now, I want to use that money now. Very important something. She confused me and asked me to send the money for her, which I did.
How much?
170.
So that's how she purchased the industrial machine. Okay, within the period that you started using the industrial machine,
Yes.
how much were you able to pay him out of it? Because the intention is for you to be making money and be offsetting the money you took from him. So how much have you paid up to date?
I'll never give her any money.
How long have you been using the machine?
The machine is maybe
Speak out.
it's like 8 months before the corona something came out. I've never used the machine like that.
You had it with you for about 8 months,
Yes.
but you use it for few period of
Yes.
time, but not like consistently before it got stolen.
Yes.
At the time that you advanced the money to her, was the plan that the two of you would pay up, or she would just pay you for everything?
She said she will, that is the way she put it. There are no problem that when she started working, that the money will come back, that she will return back the money. That just the way she just put it. Which me, I said, okay, no problem. So that is why I forward the money to her.
The agreement is to pay up. That's the agreement you had, that you refund the money. Let me give the two of you an advice. I'll come back to the money and the machine issue. You've dated for 3 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Apparently it's not working out. Maybe either of you have moved on or not. There's an allegation on that, but then it's not an issue. So if the two parties, if the two of you are not ready to keep the relationship on that level, but you don't have to allow it to degenerate to the level that you see each other and there will be a lot of animosity against one another. You've shared good times in the past, haven't you? Monday.
Ma,
Even if you are not in love with her now, there was a time you were in love with her.
but then I was not in Lagos. So when I wanted to share good time with her, so that is why it was then she turned her back on me. So I was not in Lagos then, but I normally come. When I was in Abuja, I normally come at least like maybe in a year. I come like twice. So I will just be around like 2 days, then I go back. So that is it. But this one, she even asked me to come complete. She just feel that now things is not okay. So she think maybe that is the end of the life. So she just want to just look for something. I don't even know how to put it safe. She's just trying to push me away for his life because she has someone else now that is taking care of her. But then she didn't see that person. No. She didn't see that person. It is now, that there is one guy now that can take good care of her. That time she didn't look for that guy to collect that money and to collect the guy. The guy didn't pay pay money for his agreement before she start learning that work then. It's now. And some money, some financial help that I need 10,000, I need 20,000, I need 18,000. I want to do this, I want to do that. That I will not even look, I will just send it to her. That guy was not there then. He didn't know the guy. It's now. You know that, okay, for now, I don't have anything that I'm doing. Assuming that money is in my hand now, at least I will start up something. Now, I'm just, no house, no, Kai, come on. This one now have taught me a lesson now. A woman, no way. Tell you.
I only get better. You don't have to cry. It will get better. It's not the end of the road. When there is life, there is hope. Do you understand?
Yes,
And Kafayat, on the issue of the machine, I know you took a loan, and I know that the two of you, it's because it was very rosy between the two of you then. That's why I even advanced the money to you. So now tell me, when are you going to make the payment?
I'll start the payment by July.
Pardon?
July.
You pay up by July. You're going to pay by July.
Yes, I have small. Because like this, I don't have.
Tell me, when do you want to start paying? How much are you going to pay?
I'll start by July. I'll be paying in 13,000.
10,000 naira every month.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that acceptable to you? Is that acceptable to you?
no, ma.
How much do you want her to pay? You know, the bottom line is you have to, if you can raise money, I'll advise you to raise money and give him the money. You know he sincerely needs that money now. And he was there for you when you needed his assistance too. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am. I will add 2,000 on top because now I don't have much money in my hand like that. Because I don't see work to collect from people like that.
I need that money because I don't have where I'm staying now. So if the only thing that I can do, that you can tell me now that I will hear you out of that money, I can only remove 1,000 naira. I need that money cash so that I will look for cheap house to stay first. Then from there, I will know how to plan myself, how to start up with my life. You now, you are in your house, you sleep, you bath with good water, eat food. What is it called? Anything you want to do, you do it. But me, I don't have where I'm staying. I don't have where I'm staying. So I need that money. Let me go and look for a cheap house. I will be lying down on the floor, saying, I know what I will do to myself. So you are here telling me you want to be giving me 10,000 naira. Am I working for you? Is it a salary or what?
I'm not saying you're working for me, but I don't have that amount in my hand.
I don't know. You have to give me that money. You hear me clearly. I don't have where I'm staying.
Monday. A lot of people do relocate to Lagos. And when they face challenges, at times they go into crime. I took cognizance of the fact that you are still trying to put your feet on the ground and establish yourself in Lagos.
Yes, ma'am.
The court can give you the sum of 50,000 naira while she pays the total sum that she's owing you on monthly basis at the rate of 20,000 naira.
This matter is not in favor of the plaintiff. After Judge Fumi examined the claims of both parties, she is sympathetic towards the ordeal of the lover boy and she offers support. After the break, Judge Fumi rules.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
This is my judgment.
Yes, ma'am.
The plaintiff is to pay the defendants the sum of 170,000 naira. She is to pay 20,000 naira on monthly basis on the total sum of 170,000 naira is fully paid. And the court will advance the sum of 50,000 naira to the defendants. Judgment for the defendants.
All right.
Have you been cheated or have a dispute and want justice? Don't take laws into your hands. Log on to www.thejusticecourt.com and submit your case.